How is everyone? Hi. Hi, everyone. I haven't seen you in a while. Hi.
Hi, Natalie. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, you're really good. Thank you. Really great to see you. And
You
great
too.
first live. How
I
amazing.
know. Quite exciting.
Brilliant.
Oh boy. Trying to say hi to as many people as I can here. Hi, everyone. Hi, people I haven't seen in a while. I missed you all.
Oh, how nice to see so many people joining as well. It's really lovely.
It is.
Really,
All right.
really.
So we definitely have enough on to start. So first I'd like to introduce Tanith. She is the co-founder of Roundtable Global, and she's passionate about empowering youth and helping them become leaders of the future. She has also given me the incredible opportunity of being my mentor, and she's helping me become a leader, and she doesn't always give me straight, direct answers like I would want, but she definitely does, and that's amazing. And she's also joining us from London today, which is fantastic. Anything else you'd like to add about yourself that I missed? You want to tell people what's going on?
Just that. I just wanted to add that because you just mentioned the fact that I was mentoring you, Natalie, and you didn't mention the fact that I'd asked you to mentor me too. So I think it's really important to understand that that was part of our agreement. Because I do really think that I've got as much to learn from you as you've got to learn from me, and that's really important. So that's all I'd like to add.
Yeah. One thing about Tanith and just all of Roundtable is that they're very tuned in with youth, and they understand that we have a lot to learn from them, but they also have a lot to learn from us. It's amazing. It's always a two-way relationship, and it's really amazing to feel appreciated like that, and that's definitely really important. So personally, my intentions for this live is that we hope that by the end of this, everyone listening has a good understanding of what Roundtable Global is, how to get involved, and the benefits of being part of such an amazing community. And we think right now is such a great time to let people know about it. We're currently living in such strange times. Like, if I read all of the current events in, say, like a sci-fi novel like last year, I would probably be like, wow, that's a little too much going on in one society. Definitely not realistic. And then I'm like, I don't know, let's go off and put the book down, but somehow we're living through it, which is, I mean, kind of crazy. But these challenging times are giving us a chance to focus and step into the best version of ourselves. And so many young people are working to take things into their own hands right now. We're always talking about how powerful Gen Z is and how powerful millennials are, and none of us seem to fit the stereotype of like the lazy apathetic teen. Every single one of us is trying our best to make a positive impact, which is what I think is so important, and why I think it's important to introduce you all to this amazing organization. And as you all know, I don't do philanthropy, like all my work so I can get an award. I don't do it for recognition or for attention. But I mean, I gotta say, receiving an award or even like being nominated, it's really amazing and it's really nice, and it definitely encourages you to keep doing the work you're doing and to be proud of it. So I think we should hop into some questions about Roundtable Global, or is there anything
let's do it. Let's go.
Yes. Okay. Awesome. So first things first, to give everyone a general overview, what is Roundtable Global?
So Roundtable Global is actually a learning and development organisation that was started up several years ago. So we travel to over 30 different countries around the world, delivering empowerment and leadership programs. But part of our business model has always been about giving back, and our commitment to our 3 global goals, which are empowerment, environment and education. And so it's really, really important that we recognise and appreciate those. So whilst a lot of people come over to the website and they look at us and think, hang on, this is a company that's working with corporates and making money in that way, the Global Youth Awards side of things is very much our part of giving back and is part of our Legacy Project charity.
That's awesome. I love that so much. That's why I think everyone should know about this. I mean, you guys do such incredible work. So how did the Global Youth Awards start? Things like when, why, and like who started this whole thing?
Okay, so Tiffany Kelly, who is one of the founders of the organisation, she set up the Legacy Project, which is the charity that we run through Roundtable Global. And it was at a time when there was a lot of negative press about young people. Everything that was in the media was focusing on what young people were doing that was not great. And that was, criminal damage. I think we had the riots in London at that time. And so we knew that there were loads of amazing young people doing incredible things in the world that weren't being recognised, and the media just simply weren't reporting those stories. And so for us, it was really time to change the narrative. It was time to really focus on actually, what was becoming a generation division, with older generations blaming the young people for what was happening in the world. What they needed to see was to see what the young people were doing that is amazing. And I think that that's, what's really important about the awards is picking up on those beautiful individuals that are actually trying to create change. Because even when the riots happened, yes, there were some young people that were involved in that, of course, as part of the broader group of people that were involved. But what they neglected to report on were all of the young people that came out afterwards with brooms and, to clean up the mess that had been created by the riots that were happening. So I think that was really the starting point for the awards.
That's amazing. Yeah. It's nice to see people older than us being like, hey, kids are cool. And we're like, thank you. It's definitely really nice to see. There are 2 bunnies right outside.
Oh, amazing.
Okay, so who are the awards for?
Anybody aged between 11 to 25 that is doing something amazing in the world. I mean, basically, we constantly flex the boundaries of who can enter, as I'm sure you've realised already, based on what the young people need and what they want. I mean, the Youth Awards are basically for young people by young people. And as you know, the way that we run them is to have young people running them, youth artists that are involved in them, a youth judging panel. Really, all we do is put the awards together. The point being that it's able for us to bend and flex depending on what's needed. But the awards for 2020, we've set the parameters at 11 to 25. So if you're doing something amazing, and I did a little video earlier just to say we would be going live today, and I mentioned that there will be a lot of young people that are doing amazing things at the moment with COVID happening, and they won't even realise that what they're doing is really inspiring and brilliant, and that it could be nominated for an award further down the line. So I would say if you're 11 to 25 and anyone's told you that you're doing something brilliant, just nominate. It takes 5 minutes.
Amazing. So let's say I knew someone that was doing something super, super cool. How would I nominate them?
It's really simple, Natalie. They can go to the website. If they use the link in our bio, they can click straight through to the nominations page on our website, and that will take you to a really simple online form. All you really need for that form is the person's email address and your email address. You will need to do sort of a paragraph about what it is that they're doing and why they should be nominated. And then there's a section in there that allows you to put links in. So if they've got a website or they've got a Facebook page or they've got anywhere basically that you can send us, YouTube is quite a frequent one that comes through, that you can send us so that we can give that to our judges. Basically, all of the nominations that come through the site get compiled into a big Excel spreadsheet, which we then give to our judges. And they look at each and every entry and they grade them based on the information that we've got. So the more information you can include, the better, but it really only takes 5 minutes. And if there's a link to a video that really encapsulates the amazing project that you were doing, that's brilliant for us, because that means that we can really, really understand what you're trying to do.
Fantastic. Sounds simple enough to me. So I want to nominate someone, right? What are the categories?
So we've got a couple of different sections of categories underneath. So we've got our main categories, which are empowerment, education and environment. And then we've got a creativity and a music category as well, because we do find that there's a lot of music and creativity that aren't sure where they fit within that. And under those categories, we've got our 11 to 18s and then our 19 to 25s. So we'll have a series of awards under that. But basically, anything that anybody's doing that can be related to any of those things. And there will be some projects that people are doing that may come under all three. If they come under all three, if they're educating somebody, if they're empowering people, and if they're targeted at the environment, then nominate for all of the categories, you know, because then what we can do as Roundtable as an organisation is we can then say to our judges, right, these are in all of the categories, so let's see where they best fit. And then it increases the opportunity to win an award then as well, which is, I think, really amazing.
So overall, the qualifications that are required to like receive or even be nominated for an award are just 11 to 25 and do something in those categories, or is there anything else?
No, just being a young person that's doing something amazing in the world. That's all you need to do to qualify. And if you are that person, then get over to the website and put your nomination in. Let's see what you've got.
Awesome. And for the event itself, what dates or locations will they be held at for people who might want to attend?
So we've got at the moment, we've got the 18th of October will be our London event at Magazine London. We've got the 7th of November back at the Glen Arden Club in Glendale. That's back in the diary for the LA event. And then we'll have a Global Youth Award online, which anybody in the world can enter. You don't have to be from somewhere specific. And that will be on the 5th of December. Now, obviously, with everything that's going on in the world, we're still waiting for guidelines in terms of what will happen with the event, in which case we've got a backup plan to do them virtually. And if we need to do it that way, you know what, we'll bend and we'll flex and we'll make it work. And again, Natalie, as I've said to you previously, you know, our plan is always to come over to LA and run the awards there. But if we can't, we know we've got an amazing team of youth ambassadors that can run them there. And I know that they would be in completely safe hands if that was the case and we needed to do that. So, yeah.
Awesome. And what are there costs to enter the event if you want to go, or?
It's completely free. It's completely free to enter. Oh. It's completely free to attend. And the reason is because we want to be as inclusive as possible. We want to make sure that anybody, no matter what your background is, you know, if you're doing something amazing, we want you to have the opportunity to be involved in the awards. So it's completely free. We do rely on our sponsors, but also Roundtable Global. We put a massive chunk of our profits into giving back. And so we've been financing the awards for the last, since 2012, since they were, you know, brought in. So, yeah, if you're a young person and you're thinking, I'd like to nominate, but I'm worried about cost, the only cost you need to worry about is getting yourself to the awards themselves. But other than that, it's completely free.
Yeah. That's so great. It's so amazing to hear that anyone can be a part of it if they want to, because the community that comes after is so amazing. And speaking of after the award show, what happens after you receive an award?
I'm glad you've asked, because it's really important, part of it. And obviously you have experienced that. And I'm going to ask you some questions in a minute, because I think we need to turn the tables. But, you know, as part of winning the awards, it's not just standing up on a stage and being presented with an award. First and foremost, you have that as part of your moving forward as a human being. So if you're going into employment, you can say that you were the recipient of a Global Youth Award. And I think that's a really amazing thing, amazing story to be able to tell any future employers anyway. The other thing is that you become a Global Youth Ambassador for Roundtable Global for a minimum period of 12 months. For those that are really active or really enjoy being a part of our network, that can extend for a much longer period. And what that gives you is access to over 100 of our Global Change Ambassadors who are all over the world, you know, in the UK, in America, in Uganda, in Dubai. We've got Global Change Ambassadors that are absolutely everywhere. And what's beautiful about that is that they are people that are committed to helping create change in the world. And so when they hear about our young people that are doing incredible things, they want to support and they want to help. So the first conversation I have with any of our winners after the awards is, so who do you want to get to know? Who do you want to network with? In addition to that, we do get access to a lot of opportunities. I know last year in particular, this year has obviously been quite quiet with everything going on, but last year there was an opportunity to meet the Dalai Lama, which I put forward all of our youth ambassadors for, and I know at least 3 or 4 of them went along to that. So, you know, there are massive opportunities as a result of being involved. And then, of course, there's the Future Global Youth Awards. So anyone who becomes a winner of the Global Youth Awards and wants to join us as an ambassador is then given an opportunity, as you know yourself, Natalie, to MC the awards, you know, and to be involved in the decision making and the planning, because really what we want is for it to be youth led. We don't want to be the ones that are making all of the decisions. We want that to come from our young people, because we need to evolve as an awards year on year, so that we make sure that it is absolutely what you guys need, and you're the creators behind it. So that's what you get.
Thank you. That's so great. Being able to host an award and even just plan the award show with the other ambassadors was really, really amazing, and definitely taught all a lot of leadership.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Any more questions, Natalie?
Not for you. I think we got them all answered. So if there's
brilliant. No, it means I can turn the tables and I can ask you, because you've been a youth ambassador for us for 2 years now. The first award that you won was when we first came to LA in 2018, and I remember you coming with a massive group of young people as well, that were all desperate to celebrate your achievement, and it was really brilliant. And an award winner 2 years in a row, which is amazing. So so tell me, or tell the people that are watching this, what is it that you love most about being an ambassador for Roundtable Global?
I have to say, the biggest thing is the connections I've made. Like, along with being connected with you and Tiffany, which has taught me so much. I've been connected with some incredible young people. After receiving my first award in 2018, man, this year has just taken over. But after receiving that first award in 2018, I made some really amazing friends. And I realized that every single young person in that room, whether an award winner or a nominee, was someone that I wanted to be friends with. Because, you know, no one in that room, they wouldn't be in that room if they weren't amazing, caring, passionate young people with a great head on their shoulders and with amazing intentions. And I wanted to make friends with them. But I remember being like very new to the community and not knowing really a lot about it. And I was like, well, if I make a friendship, they might like die out. And I don't know. Weird. But that was like so far from the truth. I'm still so close with people I met 2 years ago, the award winners. And we all still talk all the time. And the same thing can be said with people from the 2019 award show last year. I met some incredible people. I talk to them all the time. I talk to Jax, Trinity, Paloma. There's so many people. There's like a whole list. I don't want to go through because it take like 8 minutes. But yeah, I'm friends with so many amazing people, and all the work that I have put in has been paid back tenfold. It's always a win-win situation. I never feel like I'm giving and I don't get anything in return. I never feel like it's not a win-win situation. And I'm so happy I had the blessing of being introduced to so many amazing people. Just knowing you and knowing Tiffany has really changed my life. And you guys are such role models. And you guys are teaching me how to be a leader and how to take charge and set goals and get things done. And I think that's amazing. So that has to be my biggest highlight from that.
Oh, amazing, Natty. It's so lovely to hear that, because, you know, for us, that's why we do what we do, right? Because it's so important. And your energy and the, you know, we get as much from you as you get from us in terms of your energy and your ideas. I mean, even us being here today, you know, this has come from you, and it's such a beautiful way for us to communicate with people and let them know what it is we're trying to do. What do you think about the community as a whole with Roundtable Global, having won the awards and now being introduced to the new winners and more people that are joining our community?
The community, oh God, it's literally such a blessing. I'm so honored to have so many incredible people in my life. The fact that we all stay in contact with each other, we all support each other. Like, I don't even know a lot of them like that well. Like, we're not best friends. We haven't been best friends since like kindergarten or anything, but we're always each other's biggest supporters, our biggest cheerleaders. I've received so much support for the work I do. And I think it's great because we all have similar ideals and morals and values, and we all know how much work each of us put into something that we want to achieve, and knowing how much work goes into something makes it really easy to support them for what they're doing, because we kind of do a similar thing and we know how much work we put in, and so it's just really easy to have an amazing support system, and we can bounce ideas off of each other, and no one ever tears anyone down. Everyone's always very supportive.
And that's a beautiful thing, and I think that's definitely something that we've tried to create, is that it's supportive competition. So even if somebody's doing something that is, you know, is different or even on a similar vein to what we're doing, what we always talk about is collaboration is key. And actually, you know, why reinvent the wheel? And what I love about watching that happen is you guys as a network, you know, connecting and then creating projects as a result of that as well, because I think that's really important. And are there any specific opportunities that it's provided you with, or, you know, you've kind of talked about that collaboration with everybody anyway, but is there anything more specific that you wanted to mention?
Yeah, I would say the big one is hosting the award show. After you know, the first time I won an award, you offered me the opportunity to co-host the LA 29 Awards, and it was such a crazy experience. I mean, I love talking to creative people. I genuinely love doing that. And you know, it always gets me like nervous, but in like the fun kind of way, where it's like, you know, when it's gonna be over, you're like, wow, that was a lot of fun. It went really well. But I never thought I'd be like hosting a show. It was so much fun to like stand on stage with Jack Malcolm and Adam, who came all the way from the UK just for the show. That was crazy. And it was an honor to stand on stage and introduce so many of the amazing award winners, because every single person there was doing such incredible work, and it felt literally like an honor to stand up there and say who they were and what they were doing. And even like this live, the opportunity to talk to people about how amazing it is to be involved in an organization like this. So yeah, a lot of opportunities.
Brilliant. And again, you know, that's another thing that's really important, is the legacy, that you become a part of the organization and then you have got the access to those opportunities. And if you were nervous, we wouldn't have known it. You just looked absolutely stunning, and your confidence on stage was really, really mesmerizing. I've always said to you, Natalie, you've got a really beautiful presence, but that really came across on stage, and it's the reason that we are hoping that we might be able to get you over to do the UK awards. But I think we're just going to have to play that by ear now, because who knows what's going to happen. But if not this year, then next year, hey. So we'll make it work. We'll make it work one way or another.
That would be something fun.
And so, you know, with all of that in mind, and obviously we've got, you know, some people that are joining us today that might not have experienced the awards or not know anything about it. What would you say to anybody who was thinking of entering the awards this year?
Oh God, absolutely go for it. There's nothing to lose, so much to gain. Even if you don't win an award, even being nominated, being introduced to so many amazing people is like priceless. It pulls you into a community of such incredible people that you really just can't find anywhere else. The support group and the community is amazing. I really just can't see a single downside to it. There's like not one. So join.
Absolutely brilliant. And again, you know, I just want to say to everybody, you've obviously, having heard what you have to say about the situation, and I can see that we've got a lot of our previous winners that have joined us today as well, and that's really beautiful, because it's so important, you know, to hi guys, and also to say to them, let's, you know, pick up conversations that we've been having previously that have gone quiet recently because of everything that's going on. But what I would really ask everybody to do is, first of all, if you've got somebody to nominate, or you want to nominate yourself, you can do either or. Please follow the link in the Global Youth Awards bio and go and do the nominations. But what I would also really like to ask everybody to do is please share. You know, please help us to raise awareness of these awards, because we want to make them bigger and better every year. We want to celebrate as many young people as we can, and with your help, with your input and with your support, I think we can really do that. And that for me is, you know, that's a personal ask from me.
Yeah. So a big thank you to everyone for joining. Everyone who either just joined or stayed the whole time to listen. Thank you so much for being here and listening. I hope you feel inspired, and I hope to see you guys at upcoming events. Join the community. It's amazing. There's nothing to lose. Please enter. It's great. And of course, a huge thank you to Tanith, who joined all the way from London. Thank you so much for agreeing to do this, and for just being part of such an incredible organization that helps with so many things. So,
thank you, Natalie, so much, and thank you for organising this, because again, you know, this is a way you guys communicate now. And I was a little nervous, I have to say, because I've not done one yet, and I was thinking, oh my goodness me, what if I mess with the tech? But you know what, it's been really, really beautiful. And you know, each and every one of you guys, I can see, as I said, that we've got some of our previous winners. I think you're all amazing, and that's why we do what we do. So thank you to you guys.
Yeah. So thank you so much. And I honestly, I might be doing more lives. I mean, I don't really do lives often, but I might. I don't know. We don't know. So thank you again. And yeah, I feel like that's it.
All right, brilliant. Take care, everybody. Sending lots of love from the UK. And I hope to catch up with each and every one of you soon.
Okay. Bye.
Take care. Bye.